27 little fucking trailer just dropped, and you know the deal. Every fucking year, shout out to D Stall with the sub. Appreciate that, homie. Yo, every year it's the same shit with 2K. They drop a new trailer. Now you have the Kmart, right? They put a Kmart in there, and all of a sudden, like, you have so many people that hate on this game. Well, first of all, we're all going to be playing it, no matter what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? No matter if it looked dog shit, no matter if it looked like fucking amazing, no matter if it looked like, NBA Live in its prime, it doesn't matter what the fuck. We're all playing it, no matter what you got to say. And no matter what type of hate you got for the fucking game. We're all playing it. Right? But now we got, now they're putting in some new shit like the Kmart in there. And everybody's like, oh shit, this is fucking dope. Yo, we got Kmart in there, all nonstop shop and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, bro, nobody gives a fuck about having a Kmart in there or a Costco, whatever the fuck that store is, bro. Nobody gives a fuck about that shit. The people that I know, the motherfuckers that I answer to, we just give a fuck about the gameplay, the server quality, and that's it, bro. And getting more for your money. The goofy shit, only clowns care about that. Only streamers that like are dying to lick on the nuts of 2K to get invited to community day or whatever. Only these guys are doing W this, W that. Oh, 2K is gonna and bro, they're tagging 2K and they're doing hashtag 2K27 because as a streamer, and I understand this is your life, but you should watch that's why I played the Bullet Ball segment. You guys need to get your lives back. I can count on one hand how many people are making career bread off of 2K. Joe Knows is one of them. Dan, that might be it. I mean, depending on how much Bear the Beast is getting paid from the 2K League, he's making career money. The rest of you guys are just doing this for maybe $5 or $6 grand a month. And no. I'm talking about career money. $5 or $6 grand a month is like a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what people pull in working a job. And that's great. You know what I'm saying? But the amount of streaming you guys, I'm talking about like making 20, 30K a month off of streaming. There's fucking very, very few people on 2K that are doing that. But I get it, bro. Like, y'all trying to eat off this game on the it's a lot for streaming. You understand? Look. I'll make between Twitch and gamer tag changes and whatnot, and league fees from owners and shit like that, and the Discord. I'll bring in between $3 to $5 grand a month, which is good money for video games and stuff like that. But I can't quit my job over that. To me, this is a side hustle, like side money, like something that helps out financially my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. Like, that's not quit your job. I'm talking about who is making quit your job money on streaming NBA 2K. Who's doing that? That's the question you got to ask. And not that many, bro. Not that many are making quit your job money. I don't think those guys. Listen, Spam plays in the 2K league. I don't know how much they pay him. I don't know how much they pay him. Glizz is not making quit your job money. Glizz is young. He's got no kids. I doubt he pays his own mortgage. Probably lives at home with his parents or rents. I'm talking about grown men. You have kids. When I'm talking about quit your job, I'm talking about money that you make to support a family, not just yourself. Not just you go to the dealership and you can buy a new Hellcat because you ain't got no other fucking expenses. You got nobody that relies on you. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not talking, bro. That's different, bro. That's different. If I was a 22-year-old kid living at home with my mom and dad and not paying rent, $5,000 a month off of streaming, I'd probably make more than that because I dedicate more time to it because I'm younger, right? Then I'd be fucking. It would look like I'm balling, but I got no responsibilities. It's different, bro. I'm talking about different wavelengths, different parts of life, bro. Like raising a family. You don't, you're not making raise. There's only like people I can count on one hand that make raise a family money off of streaming 2K content. So I get it, bro. I get it. Watch the bullet ball though, because you need to get a job. Unless you're one of the fucking handful of people. Now, those are the only people that are going to be putting W's up and saying that, the Kmart or the fucking Walmart in the game is fucking awesome. I don't care about where I can go buy shit at fucking, what is that fucking store called? Bro, what is that? Swags. I don't give a fuck about that dumb shit. I don't give a shit about the tattoos I could buy from my fucking player with fucking virtual currency. I care about the gameplay. I care about what are you going to do about cheaters. I care about the quality of the servers. I care about getting more bang for the buck. How about you lower the price for these boosts? How about you lower the price for the VC packages? How about you lower the price to make it affordable for people to skip levels? Instead of having people like me who have a fucking actual career that make over 6 figures be the only ones that can fucking skip all the levels without having to fucking dig into my mother's fucking purse for her credit card. Like, that's the type of shit that matters. Put a refund method on builds you don't use. I don't think they're going to fucking do that, bro. I don't think they're going to do that. That's kind of crazy. But you put a Kmart in the fucking game and that's the cool feature? Just to making it easier for you suckers to spend more money there on shit that don't fucking matter, a new fitted hat for your player. You're out of your mind. How's the gameplay? What are you doing about cheating? Can't do trades at night because games are going to start. I wanted to do trades today. I really did, but I was busy all fucking day. I gotta fit it on right now. I'm from real life, bro. I'm talking about I'm talking about your 2K character. Like, those are the things that fucking matter, man. Gameplay, cheating. Fucking idiots. If you guys haven't figured it out by now, money makes the world go round, and 2K is money driven, it's profit driven. That's not an evil thing. This is America. They're an American company. It's all about, making a profit. I get it, right? But the players complain a lot every year. And you keep getting shitty game after shitty game. I don't even think 2K26 was that shitty of a game from a gameplay standpoint. Obviously the shooting was just way too fucking easy, right? Please get rid of rhythm shooting, tempo shooting. The cheating was just fucking rampant. But like, you get the same type of game where people complain about the gameplay because all 2K listens to are streamers and content creators because they're the ones that generate the money and the buzz and the YouTube videos. And the content creators are not competitive players. I'm tired of having the same conversations over and over again. Bro, please. Bro, content creators, streamers, I don't even care if you could be a pro-am streamer. Like Black Market. You're not competitive. Those are not competitive players. They don't play in the most competitive league. They are content creators, first and foremost. They generate money, revenue. They generate buzz for the game. They build their profiles on YouTube, on fucking TikTok, on Twitch, Kick, whatever. They make content. They're not competitive players. 2K keeps listening to these guys because it's money driven, right? And they're always going to listen to. They're always going to invite content creators, non-competitive players, to community day and and get their input. And they're always going to make it offensive centric and fucking easy. I don't think Black Market is competitive because the BYOT scene is not competitive. So how can you be a competitive team in a market that's not competitive? I mean, are we going to sit here and like, listen? I've challenged people to come debate me on this, and everybody will talk shit on Twitter, right? But nobody will face me and have this debate, right? BYOT is not competitive anymore. It hasn't been for years. Those days are long gone. If you exist solely in the BYOT scene, you're not a competitive player. That's it. There's just no way around it. Now, there are players that play in BYOT that are competitive players because they play in SIBA. And we're the last competitive league left. I mean, if we had other draft leagues that were on par with us, you could say, hey, there's more competitive. There's more places. SIBA's not the only place. I'm sorry to tell you, and again, you can cry about it all you want. I'm saying it here, and if you got a problem, confront me for it. I'll even go on your stream where you can control how much I speak. SIBA is the only competitive league, period. If you don't play in SIBA, you're not a competitive player. I don't consider you a competitive player. You're not. You can go on your YouTube channel and with your thousands of followers, and they can suck your dick all day and jump on fucking on Twitter and get at me and curse me out because I offended, their streamer god or whatever. I don't give a fuck. I run the most competitive league 2K has ever seen. And if you don't play here, you're not a competitive player. That's it. Doesn't mean you're not good. Doesn't mean you're not good. Some of these streamers are really good at the game. I think Joe knows like a top 5 player in the game, bro. I honestly, bro. But I don't really consider those guys competitive players. You guys can laugh all you want, bro. I mean, I don't know what's so funny about that. What's so funny about that, bro? I mean, listen. You go get a 5, and you challenge Joe Knows on his team, and you're gonna get smacked. They're always smacking you guys around. There's a difference between you guys got to understand something. There's a difference between being a good player or a fantastic player and being a competitor. You can be fantastic at the game. You can be great at the fucking game and get your squad and beat everybody and take all the money and be what to. But that doesn't make you a competitive player because you're not in a competitive environment. You go to Rucker Park, right? And you're going to see some very talented players, but they're not playing in the most competitive leagues. They're not playing in the NBA. You lost by 50 because you're not good anymore, bro. That's why. I think Joe was playing point guard better than most, and I think he switched positions and he wasn't doing too bad at center. I've seen some screenshots of him because he plays KOTC from time to time. I've seen some screenshots of him playing center and they still won. So I don't think he's the best player out there, but he's a top level player. I mean, he can come into SIBA be a number 1 overall pick and be an all-star every season and battle for the MVP. I have no doubt about that. I have no doubt about his ability, 100%. Some of these content creators and streamers, I have no doubt about their ability. Their ability as individual players is not, is not something that I'm up to debate. Their willingness to play competitively, that's something that I would say is up for question. Who the fuck just typed from the SIBA network saying incorrect? I know I didn't type that. But anyway, yeah, I think Joe will be an all-star here. Come on, bro. I mean, listen, I don't want to keep talking about him. But you got to be realistic. You have to be realistic. The dude would be an all-star point guard here very easily, bro. He would not. You did? Did you text me? Yeah, you did text me. He would not. Oh shit. Funny how you going to sleep now at 8:40. I think he'd be an all-star, bro. 100%. I think he'd be an all-star. He'd be a borderline MVP player, depending on what team he's on. Um, but that's not even a point that I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is what matters the most about 2K is the gameplay, is the server quality, getting the most for your money, and the cheating. Those are the four things that we, as pro-am players, and I may not be a pro-am player anymore, but like someone who is in the pro-am scene as a creator, right? As an architect, those are the four things that I think every competitive player in the pro-am scene at the very top of this game would agree that those are probably the most important aspects of the game. The gameplay, getting your money's worth, the server quality, the cheating. Now you talk about gameplay. This is very unpopular. I think, bro, just to see, you kill two birds with one stone. Just make shooting with the X button. That's it, bro. Just make shooting. Just, bro, less. You ever hear that? Did you ever hear the expression "less is more"? You don't got to overcomplicate shit. You don't got to overshoot for a skill gap by making people time the release and time this part and time the release. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. You're trying to create a skill gap, but all you did with 2K26 was make it so fucking easy, bro. It was basically like having training wheels on all year long. And it opened it up to cheating, modded controllers, external devices. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, bro. Like, it's not worth, the juice is not worth the squeeze on that. Just get rid of the fucking stick for shooting and just use X. That's it. And all you really need is to time the release with the X button and take smart shots, right? Up the contest feature, make shots more difficult to get off, make people take more intelligent shots, have fatigue factor in way more than it does now. And I think you would get a balanced game between good defense and skill gap offense. The skill gap, if you think about it, the skill gap should not be your ability to time a jump shot or your ability to press a button. The skill gap should be in your IQ. When to take a shot. Is that an intelligent shot? Can you read the defense? Are you correct in passing out of that shot because the distance of the player to close out, is it enough distance for them to cover to contest the shot? That's the skill gap. It's not really a skill gap. It's more of an IQ gap. There is no skill. There's no skill gap. There's no skill, really, in pressing buttons. The skill comes from your intelligence, your decision making. That's where the gap should come from. And if you buff defense and buff contests, and you keep the shooting simple with just a button, right? You're balancing both. You're making shooting very simple. It's based on your release timing, which muscle memory, you can practice that. It's based on your jump shot that you're familiar with and comfortable with. And it's your ratings and your badges, how they chain. And if someone has dimer, badge chaining, badges, badge setup, all that other stuff that you've put in work to make your player able to shoot that shot. And if you simplify the shooting, you give the power back to the player. You make it simple, right? There's no reason to create a skill gap by timing two things with a joystick. It's stupid. You're overthinking. You know what I'm saying? You're overshooting for a skill gap. Just keep it simple, stupid. KISS. At the same time, if you buff contests and you buff defense and you enhance fatigue's impact on your shot timing, then you create you create an organic IQ gap, not a skill gap. You don't need a skill gap. You just need an IQ gap. You need what separates the champions from the players that will only cook in like the cages or in the playground, but if they play a SIBA playoff series, they're getting graded out. The difference between those two type of players is going to come down to intelligence, not shot timing, not timing your fucking release on a button. Who gives a flying fuck about that? The gap should be an IQ gap, not a skill gap. That's how you save the gameplay aspect. If people were talking to me, you play 40. Hey, listen, playground gets unlocked when the stream ends. For now, this is your playground. No, don't fucking tell me every time you open playground you can't hoop. Shut the fuck, bro. The playground is open all fucking day, every fucking night. I don't even stream every night, and I'm not even streaming for long tonight. I'll be off the stream in like an hour tops. I'm not streaming all night. My head hurts. But yeah, you need an IQ gap, not a skill gap. That's all. Getting more bang for your buck, of course, obviously. Economy matters. How much you spend to max your build should matter. The cheating. There's got to be something that should be done. Getting rid of tempo shooting completely will make it a lot more difficult. Actually, it would, bro. Getting rid of tempo shooting would destroy cheating. It really would, because you don't even need to. There wouldn't even be a script to mimic tempo shooting with the X button anymore, because they wouldn't even be in the game. I know they're never going to take tempo out because they're listening to fucking 3v3 streamers, bro. They're listening to stage players, the biggest fucking cheaters in the entire community, and they're listening to fucking 3 streamers and 2 streamers. Because that, my friends, if you go on Twitch and see who's pulling numbers for this game, what's this dude playing? Oh, he's playing pro at 5v5. All right. Fucking shocked. What's Mo Buckets playing? Park! This is where the fuck, and he's doing more numbers than anybody right now that I'm following. Who's doing any numbers on this shit? Nobody. 10 viewers, 1 viewer, 39 viewers. Bear the Beast playing for 40 grand. So 47 viewers. Who are the top streamers right now for this game? Bro, fucking nobody. These fucking viewers are fucking paltry, bro. What the fuck is the SIBA network? How many views am I doing right now? 155? Oh, that's what happened. Hey, whoever asked me why we shut down the playground, now you see why, bro. Nobody's doing numbers on this game. The top fucking viewers in this shit are all fucking. They're all playing 3s. They're all playing 3s, bro.